welcome back.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I have got a coffee here because it's needed. No, I still haven't got like my coffee machine or anything up and running, and I was like, I'm going to do a delivery.
Okay.
I was a bit shocked at how expensive, or how much rather, it rises when you get it on the app, mine's on the Deliveroo app.
Deliveroo.
I looked at the price. It was, you know what? Guess how much that coffee was? Just a cappuccino, regular.
£5 something.
Yeah, £5.60.
Wow.
That's extortionate, isn't it?
You could have bought a whole bag of coffee beans, sugar, and probably milk for the same price.
Yeah, to last a month. It's crazy. Yeah, sorry, pause here. Rosie's gone camp, one of the camp days, doing activities. So he's here. We're going to get a haircut.
Hello.
Look how long it is. We're getting this all cut off. Not all of it. He needs a trim. So what have you been up to?
I was about to say, his other little present arrived. I'm going to wrap it and then give it to Mum to bring to you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Auntie said your
So,
present.
I also forgot to give you one of your birthday presents. It's only a little something, but I'll give that to Mum.
Give it to Mum, yes.
Yes, she could bring it over with her. And your card, actually.
Thank you.
So, should we chat about your birthday?
Yeah, we had 24 hours in London and we had so much fun, didn't we? Should we kick it off what we started with? Excuse me, darling, let you play with your toys, thank you. We done the live Crystal Maze experience. None of us had done it before, so we was all a little bit like, we was all kind of, didn't know what to expect, did we, at all? And I actually think it was quite good. Like, considering I thought it was going to be a bit more... so what's the right word? It was quite serious. Like, I thought it was going to be maybe...
More cheesy.
Yeah, a bit more cheesy and a bit more... Like, they would give you a bit more help, like your team guide or whatever. But it was actually quite... Like, well, it was quite hard because I would say we didn't get about 4 or 5 of them, did we?
And at the end of it, we was like, we're gasping. We need a drink.
Gasping, yeah. We needed an alcoholic beverage, didn't we?
Yeah, no, it was really good fun.
There was... How many of us? 5? 5. And... You get like a team leader and you go through all these different rooms to collect the crystals. And then once he says, there we go, there's like a clue on the wall and he just leaves you to it, doesn't he? You have to really use your brain.
Yeah. You know what I was really laughing at when I was telling Greg about Crystal Maze?
Yeah.
It's like you feel like a kid again, don't you? Like you have to run to every each activity you have to run. And I think that was so funny, wasn't it? We was like sprinting to the next one. That reminded me when you're younger and you like run everywhere.
But it kind of started like that. And then towards the end, we was just sort of like fast walking. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We started off good and then we was like slow pacing. Anyway, so that was fun. We got... do you know what was really funny? The bit at the end, Billie, like, so you go in the dome and then obviously in the real show back in the day it was cash. But for us, it was like this silver tinfoil. There just wasn't enough of it though. Like it was really hard to get.
I turned around and Samantha was going, like you was trying to do like a technique of like clapping and like catching the silver foil. Like,
but there wasn't enough of it.
Actually, we need to post, when this episode goes out, we should post on the Instagram the video of us all in the dome because that is hilarious. It's so dramatic, isn't it?
Very dramatic. But you can't get... Anyway, it was good and it was actually quite tough. So if you're up for a bit of a challenge and a bit of team bonding, then I would say go for it. I do think people would think that it'd be super easy, for sure. Do you know what I mean? It's actually quite a challenge, which is good. And then from there, we went straight to my favourite restaurant, Zuma, and we had cocktails and loads of food and we was chatting. And then I actually got us all an Airbnb, so we were staying in town that night. How fun was the apartment? It was perfect, wasn't it?
It was so good. I think as well, like, whenever we've stayed in London in the past, we've always done hotel rooms. And actually, as a group of girls, you are so much more better off doing an apartment because... I think like part of the fun, like part of the night, the best part is always the getting ready in the room, like
all together. and you can
Few
like
drinks,
you've got your
music.
music on. Yeah, we had our tunes on, didn't we? But that went so
That
quick,
was
right? If you
so
think about it,
good.
we had 3 hours in that apartment. Look how quick that went. That went like that, didn't it?
Literally,
We could have probably stayed in that apartment all night.
easily, yeah. We was
Easily.
right opposite Harrods as well. So like the view was really nice, wasn't it? It was like all lit
The view
up,
was
all very
amazing.
Christmassy.
It was so good. So yeah, they went from there to another restaurant in Mayfair called, I always say it wrong, Bacchanalia, I think it is.
Bacchanalia, yeah.
The food is so nice. Anyway, we had food, drinks, and actually we got home around 12ish. We was done though.
Yeah. We'd had enough.
Considering I think our first drink was 3:00, wasn't it? So we done good.
Yeah. By 12, it was like, good night.
And the next morning, we was all like running around Harrods Food Hall trying to get something to eat. I ended up getting roast potatoes and pigs in blankets. How random is that for hangover food?
Pigs in blankets. And I got the Christmas sandwich. And on the way home, I was like looking at it.
you
It was in the
finish
bag
it?
next to me. I was in the cab. No, when I got home, I cut it in half and I shared half with Mum. Mum was like, "Oh, are you sure?" Whole way home, the journey, it took me so long to get home, like nearly 2 hours. I was sitting there, I was looking at it thinking, shall I, shan't I? I was thinking, no, save it, wait till you get home, a nice cup of tea. And I got home and I looked at Mum and I was like, do you want half the sandwich? Do you want half of this with me, Mum? And she was like, yeah, okay then. I was like, okie dokie. But to be fair, I couldn't have eaten the whole thing anyway, so I shared it with
You
Mum.
wouldn't have
and
been
it was
able to eat
actually
it all.
delicious. Yeah, it was really good.
Well, my box of potatoes and pigs in blankets, I didn't finish them, so I was offering it around my cab because obviously I was going back to Surrey with the girls and I was like, anyone want some potatoes? So random.
I'm so sorry that I keep yawning, right?
It's all right.
I've been buzzing around since about 6:00 this morning doing stuff. And I've all of a sudden, since I've sat down, you know, when you hit a brick wall, you're like,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
eyes are just tummy.
Well, we've got it all going on again in here today. It's actually quite exciting because the kids' carpet's going in. The carpet for my stairs and landing and all other areas is delayed, but it's just one of those things. But the kids has gone in. Oh my gosh, it's so lovely.
Oh, and when the carpets go in, it feels so homely.
Yeah, I think. Oh, and then so now Paul can put the beds and the furniture in the room. So tonight we'll have all the rooms kind of, back to normal. You know, like so everyone's got their own beds back in their
Yeah,
rooms.
how
from
lovely.
tonight.
Oh, how exciting.
But yeah, what else happened yesterday? All our marble tops went in this week, and all the inserts to our kitchen.
Oh,
So actually,
the
probably this
photos.
week. Yeah, I think I'll probably give the kitchen cupboards like on the inside a clean and start getting stuff down from the loft by the end of this week to fill it up. But
You know what I absolutely love doing when we moved in here and like when everything was like everything's new and you're putting everything in your cupboards, you know, like getting like a really nice like little fresh bunch of flowers and like a candle and lighting it like in the kitchen, you know, like
I know.
it feels all lovely. And
well, I opened my birthday present from you and I've got that diffuser and candle. It's in my kitchen, but obviously still in the box. So I think
Yeah.
it'll probably be Christmas Eve when that comes out because I want it all to be
yeah.
perfect. Actually, speaking of my birthday, what are we going to do for your birthday?
I'd really like to do something with you and Mum because obviously I just feel like we didn't do our little pre-Christmas thing together this year, did we? We usually do like a little stay, don't we, the
Yes.
three of us somewhere.
Well, what
So
should we
I was
do? Let's
thinking
get it
maybe we
in.
could go and do something, us three. And then
Mm-hmm.
I haven't planned anything else, to be honest, yet. Like, might maybe arrange like a little dinner or something. Thing is,
Mm.
I mean, to be fair, I do always plan something for my birthday because I do think by that time, I know it's January, but people are sort of itching to get out again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. And also, it's just something nice to have in the diary after Christmas, after New Year's Eve. You know, it's always something
Yeah.
good to look forward to. Greg's sorted.
Oh, and Greg's birthday. Yeah. He's like, I was like, I looked at him, I went, it's not your 40th though, is it this year? Like it's next year. I was like, oh, are you doing a big one because it's the last birthday in your 30s?
I think that's what he's doing. Yeah, he was saying, put
Yeah.
that in the diary, isn't it? Cowboys. What is it? What's the program he watches?
Yeah, so basically he loves the show Yellowstone, and he's doing like a Western themed birthday. And
Perfect.
yeah, so we've got to come dressed as like cowgirls,
Yeah.
boys, cowboys, and then I need to find like I was saying to him, like, I feel like a food truck, that does like
Yeah,
all
you should
like,
do a food truck.
I don't know, pulled pork, chips, that kind of food. And also I've got another really good idea. What I'm going to do,
Yeah.
I'm going to get a
Fucking
rodeo
Bronco.
ball.
I knew he was going to say that. How
Yes.
telepathic. Yes, you have to. That'd be
I know.
brilliant.
And I'm going to get like a load of haystacks and stuff and put them around. I
Yeah.
know obviously his birthday's winter, but I feel like that'll be a really good one, the rodeo ball. Like
We need to
fucking
think of
Bronco.
something about the shoe situation because I don't want everyone coming in shoes and ruining your floor. You literally have to say no shoes.
But people are going to want to wear the cowboy boots, aren't they, as part of the theme?
No, but you can't. I know that it looks good, but you can't. People are going to ruin the floor. I'm sorry, I'm stepping in.
I could buy a load of slippers.
Let everyone get their photo at the front. Get like a photo opportunity and then the shoes have to come off.
Yeah, so maybe I could do the photo opportunity in the hallway, like a backdrop or
Yeah.
something, and then shoes off, slippers on.
And then have a big shoe rack ready to put everyone's shoes on. Yeah, because honestly, it makes such a difference to keeping your house, all that lovely new flooring, it'll just be scratched. Or as well, Ugg, it's too expensive. Not Ugg.
Yeah.
Croc cowboy boots. You sent them to me once.
No.
Yes.
What?
I wonder if like
No
eBay
way.
or somewhere random do like knockoff versions of them so you could just buy them in bulk and everyone can wear them.
Oh my God. Let me Google like Western. Wait, what would you, right?
Croc.
Cowboy or cowboy slippers.
Crocs.
Oh, cowboy slippers. It's a thing.
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh, these
then.
are quite good.
Show me.
They're not like cowboy boots, though. They're basically just.
Well, it's just like
Maybe
a
all right
slipper
for girls,
that
but not-
represents. Yeah. Well, look. But what I'm saying is, let them get their photo opportunity. Then the shoes have to come off. You know, it's like people get drunk. They get a bit more like draggy on the feet, like they drag their feet. There you go. Perfect. We'll think of a solution.
Get a load of them.
Yeah, I think so.
We've got some questions here. We've got questions from some listeners. One of them says, what's the best birthday party you've had as an adult? Mine would be my 30th, for sure.
Your 30th was
We were
amazing.
talking about that the other day, wasn't we? It was so much fun. Like, so lucky that we got that in as well, because it was literally just before. It was in the January, and I think we went into lockdown in the March.
You were so
Or the
lucky because
April.
I couldn't do my 30th. So I always wanted to do a party and I just couldn't do one.
Yeah. Well, everyone turned 30 in our girl group.
Yeah. I didn't get to do it, but yours was amazing. We all got up on stage and surprised you with Elton John live, didn't we? We was all singing Elton John.
Yeah. It was just brilliant, wasn't it? Everyone had like the best time. We all stayed at the venue. Like, it was just so much fun. That was mine. What about yours?
I don't know, really. I haven't done as many parties.
You've
as you,
had some
have I?
good parties though over the years.
Yeah, but which one stands out?
Your one, your
My Disney fancy dress.
Disney. Yeah, that was a really good one.
21st, wasn't it?
I was
21?
actually pregnant. Yeah. I think I was
21
pregnant with
or
Nelly
22?
at that, but no one knew.
I think I was actually 22. Anyway, it was at my house in Brentwood and I got a huge marquee, DJ, all the trimmings and bar and everything. And it was Disney. The theme was
Yeah.
Disney, wasn't it? Everyone had to dress Disney.
Disney.
So
yeah,
I was Minnie
it
Mouse. You was
brilliant.
Tinkerbell, wasn't you?
I was Tinkerbell, yeah. I remember the green eyeshadow.
That was a really fun party, actually. Just trying to think of like any others. I've done like quite a few. No, yeah, that was a good one because that's birthday. Because the question was birthday party, so yeah, I'd say that one was quite good. I'm still due to do an actual party for my 30th. Paul tells me to get over it.
Maybe you should do you could do like a summer soiree because your house will be done. Do it for like in like June or
Yeah.
something at your new house, like in the garden.
Yeah, like I'll put a
Summer
marquee up.
party.
Good idea. Okay, next question.
What was your favourite kind of party when you were kids? Can you remember me and you, Mum always used to do us the joint birthday
Joint.
parties in the
Yeah.
hall. Remember, and
Yeah.
I remember we always used to have the, who was the entertainer again? He was like just an all-round kids entertainer. And remember we used to have the big rectangle cake from Costco with all like the fluffy icing.
Every single year we had the same
I loved
entertainer.
that cake. Do they still do that? Actually,
Yeah,
I
they still
might get
do
that for my
it.
birthday this year.
They still do it.
Oh
You
my
have to
God.
pre-order
Remember
it. I don't
like
know if
the
you can buy
sponge
it in
is really
store.
like,
Yeah, light and fluffy.
oh, I've got to get that for my birthday this year. Light and fluffy and that icing.
Yeah, it was so good. Right, I always, as a child, loved it to be a theme, like a fancy dress theme, because although we do themes for our kids, like we do, they like Super Mario, or they want to do unicorns, but it's not always necessarily actual fancy dress. I feel like back in the day, we was kids, it was just fancy dress, but whatever you wanted to be. Do you remember? It was always just something like whoever you want to be, just come fancy dress.
I remember I was Jessie from Toy Story one year.
That was a good one. I remember that. Hey, that was the year I was Cinderella.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question. Do you like having winter birthdays, or do you wish you were born in the summer? I guess it's something that you just have to accept. But
yeah,
it's quite, because I've got Rosie and Paul are winter as well. Now having Edward being in May, it's really nice knowing that I've got at least one of my kids
to have a summer.
are in spring, summer, so I can do it in the garden. It's just a different time of year.
I always feel like Nelly has the best birthday parties out of all of us because she's July, height of the summer, and so you can always do something really fun outside, like a really good, themed, fun birthday.
Okay, so next question. Do you dread being another year older, or do you look forward to it? Currently at this stage, I don't mind at all.
It.
Yeah, I think like being kind of still in my, I guess, early 30s, I don't really see it as like a huge deal. But I guess when you get like into your mid 40s, that's probably when you start worrying about getting it. Because I just think 30s and 40s, I think you're still sounding young. Like I think when you get into your 50s, it's like, oh yeah, getting a bit older now. But I don't think 30s is young. Old.
No, I think once I hit 35, so my next birthday, I'm going to be 34. And I think when I'm 35, then I'm going to think, oh my goodness, like how quick has it gone from my 30th? I'm going to be 40. Like, although that's obviously, 40 is so young anyway, still, like your whole life's ahead of you. But I just think it does seem older, doesn't it?
Yeah. And to me as well, like loads of my friends are in their 40s. So it's quite, and I think, God, you're just like us, me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm 10 years older, 10 years younger than some of them. And I'm like, we're just all the same, really. So I don't think 40s is even a big change.
I think like as long as you're feeling good, you're reasonably healthy, stay fit, young, it's your mindset, isn't it, at the end of the day? Like, I think as soon as you start telling yourself, well, no, I'm old, I can't do that, I can't wear this, can't go there. Like, really, age is just a number. Come on. There's some, like, 90-year-olds out there that are still, like, fit as a fiddle, going here, there and everywhere. Like, that's what I want to do.
Oh, gosh, me too. I literally don't want to, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Okay, so there's a birthday dilemma. Hi, Sam and Billie. I have a dilemma to do with birthdays. My 7-year-old daughter wants a big roller skating party where she invites everyone in the class, which is 30 people in total. I don't mind because she's my only child and she doesn't ask for much the whole year round. But since September, she's only been invited to 3 parties. I feel a bit annoyed that I have to pay for 30 kids when she hasn't been invited to many parties. Is this normal? Should I tell her she can only have her close friends, or just let her have what she wants? After all, it's her birthday. Right, I wouldn't get hooked up on this because all parents are different, all situations are different. Sometimes you get those parents that always do the full class. Sometimes it's just like, the few best mates. It's just the way it is, don't you think?
Right, do you know what it is? I feel like this whole birthday thing, it's almost like become like these unwritten rules that we should all be abiding to and sticking by. Like at Nelly and Arthur's school, I feel like reception and year one, they do like the big birthdays with the whole class. And then I think the rest of the time during they're at school, they do like more selected friends. But actually, I mean, I think I think you should just do whatever you want to do. I don't think there should
I feel
be
like
any
if she's only been invited to 3 parties and she's saying, well, I'm going to be doing roller skating and paying for everyone, I don't think you should take it personally because, gosh, there's been, you know, every party Paul's had, he's only invited his close mates, but then he's been to multiple parties where sometimes it's the whole year group that he's going to parties, you know? I think you just do exactly what you want to do. It doesn't mean that your daughter's not get invited to certain things. I just think that sometimes for the parents it might be easier and suits them just to have a small number.
Yeah, I would actually just say, like, to your daughter, obviously our listener that's written in, I would just say, look, let's just keep it like with who you want there, have a smaller group, you're gonna have more fun. And actually it's like when you become an adult, right? You have more fun in smaller groups. Like you can all chat, you can just like, I don't know, like, and I think it is probably the same, you know, like it's quite kids' parties when there's loads of kids, they're very overwhelming. I've done a few in my time and
I do think it's quite
the smaller ones.
And I also do quite like going places. Like I think sometimes when you do it at home, it gets a bit out of control, and then it's
So
the tidy
out of
up. Then it's the
control.
tidy down after. At least if you're somewhere, they have to have a bit of respect. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you do it at home, they can just get a little bit out of control.
Yeah, like for Arthur's birthday last year, right, I just let him have a couple of friends over after school and we done like chicken wing themed. But even that, with just a few friends, it was like they was running around the house. It was like madness.
Oh, yeah.
It's like carnage. And I was thinking, I'm not doing this again.
Well, it was like Rosie's just gone. Bless her. She only had us. It was just family. But never mind. Next birthday, only because of the living situation. I just got back from LA.
Yeah, but that was nice. What we did round ours as well for her. Like as long as they feel special and yeah,
that's it, isn't it? Make them feel special, and it's their special day. So, some ask us anythings. What was the best thing that happened for you in 2023?
Well, I had Margot in December 2022. But like, obviously, I don't know. I feel like maybe just for me, like becoming a family of 5.
Yeah. I think for me, it's probably got to be taking Revive College into the States and USA, because that's a huge milestone for me in the business. And I obviously got to go to America. I went to New York and to LA twice and travelled with the brand. It's been actually quite I guess probably one of the biggest moments in my kind of career.
Yeah.
So looking back, that's a huge highlight for me, because on those trips we had so much fun as well, and it's just kind of, you know, it was really exciting.
Yeah, like that memory will stick with you forever.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd say that was probably my highlight. Obviously, I could go down the family of, I could say like stuff to do with the kids, but I thought I'd go a bit different because your kids are always going to come up on top. But I was just trying to think of another angle that kind of stands out for me, I'd say. Okay, so do you have any New Year's resolutions? Do the kids make them?
I don't really. Do you know what? So for me in my head, so me and Nelly made one the other day, which I thought this one was really quite cute. I said to her, said to her, right, like my two, they love like cooking, making stuff, this, that. Actually, like, you know, obviously sometimes you just like haven't got the ingredients, or you're busy, or you don't prioritize it, and then you think actually it's only going to take an hour out of your time. So I said to Nelly, right, okay, this year we're gonna every week we're gonna know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like a little recipe. It's not always gonna be one. We're gonna alternate. One week something sweet, one week something savoury, like in the kitchen. You know, like just make it could be a snack. I went to her like we could learn how to make our own hummus. Like I said, let's do that next year. Like just it's something really small. It's not like any big, you know.
That's really
I'm gonna
good.
take over the world. But it's just a little something that I thought might be nice to do with the kids and for them to look forward to. And it's just simple, isn't it? And I said
that's a
we'll
really
get a
good
book
one.
or look online and we'll make sure we know what we're cooking or making.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
lovely.
another one for me, I don't know really. I did think the other day, right? This is really funny. I really like going out on a Sunday. Just like doing something as a family or going somewhere.
Yeah.
I just prefer it to a Saturday. I don't know why. I just thought, and I thought in my head, do you know what? I'm going to make the effort to try and like book a few more like things throughout the year on a Sunday, just like a Sunday day
Nice.
out.
It's lovely. Do you know what? I actually really like it being at home on a Sunday. Like, I don't mind going
See,
out on a
I do on a
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. See, I think a
I
Sunday
love
for
being at
me
home on a
is-
Saturday.
I don't really want to move. Yeah, I get. Okay, so your out day is a Sunday and mine is a Saturday.
I mean,
know, I
but
do
at the
like them.
moment, mine is always out on a Saturday, and then sometimes, obviously, just whatever goes on Sunday. I just really enjoy getting up fresh on a Sunday and doing something.
Yeah, it is
don't know.
nice, especially when the kids are young as well, and it's the only time you have with them in the week. So,
Yeah.
okay, so do you change your home interior based on the seasons? No, gosh, one lot of home interiors is enough for me for the next few years. Do you do that?
So the only thing I would say, I've got this room in my house, the formal
Yeah.
lounge, which we
Yeah.
never ever sit in, by the way. Like everyone says to me, "Have you sat in there yet?" I'm like, "No, still haven't sat in there." But
You should have made it a little studio room or something.
well, I do think, right, for me, I know it sounds silly, but when we done this house, I really wanted to just have one really nice, like, I mean, look at this. I'm sitting here now in the office and it's like become a dumping ground over Christmas and New Year. It's like just stuff thrown in here. I need to have a sort out. But I was like, I just really want one nice room that's just like all like lovely, child-free zone. So that if I ever do want to have 5 minutes peace, I'll go in there. And it feels to me like it's a cozy winter room though. And actually this winter I've added like, so when it was autumn, I had like some sort of like autumn accessories in there. And then over Christmas, I made it really Christmassy. It's got a fireplace. So I'd say I do love a home accessory. Like if it's Halloween or not so much summer, I guess, but
you're not going to change
do
your
love to
interiors.
try and-
The question was like interiors. You're not like changing wallpapers or cushions. You're saying you add a little
accessories.
accessory. Yeah.
So in Arthur's room over Christmas, I made a little Christmassy bookshelf and like put some Christmas ornaments on it. Had like a cushion that said "ho ho ho" written on it. So I love that. I just love anything like that, like bits and bobs and
Yeah. I'm not at that stage yet, but maybe I'll join you next year.
You're gonna be like that. You are gonna be like that.
I'm not at the bits and bobs stage yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be, yeah.
Right, okay, so I think that was our last question for today. Thank you for everyone listening.
Next week we're gonna do a big Christmas catch up because obviously we haven't spoken about what we've done over Christmas. So
Oh yeah, we kind of
We'll
focused
do
a
that
lot
next
more
week.
on birthdays. We will do a huge
Birthdays.
Christmas catch up. Yeah, when we see you next.
well, I think that's all we've got time for. Thank you everyone for listening. Mwah. Bye.